Hello, Magic and Mastery here, and today I want to ask you a question you might not have heard before. Are you great at relaxing? That might sound like a funny question, because we normally think of it as something you can't be good or bad at, something you just do. After all, if relaxing stuff is meant to be stuff that people can do without effort, it shouldn't be possible for someone to be great at it. And yet, when you look at how people deal with stress, it becomes clear that some people are much better at relaxing than others. There are people who seem to completely shut down after working or studying, and people who enjoy their leisure time to the fullest. And the key difference between these two states of mind is the level of energy that they both have during work and relaxation. By energy, I mean the opposite of being dragged down by fatigue, a feeling that gives you a mental lift. Through learning how to be better at replenishing your energy, it's possible to learn how to be better at relaxing. And you shouldn't stop until you're one of the greatest relaxers in the world. You want to be able to look at everyone you know and say, nobody relaxes better than I do. Becoming this type of person really matters, because without energy you can't do anything, and the ability to recharge your energy well decides how much of what you want you'll be able to make happen. When I say that people shut down when stressed, I really mean it. The average person watches 5 hours of television per day. That's 30% of their waking time and 9 years throughout their lives. Even if we are living in a golden age of television where certain shows could be considered great works of art that enhance your life, there isn't enough of that kind of content to fill 5 hours a day. And that's just 5 hours of television. Think of all the time that you spent on other activities, aimless web browsing, social media, looking in shops for things that you're not actually planning on buying, drinking. People aren't really doing these things as much as they do because they enjoy it. Nobody has 5 hours of television shows each day that they love watching and are sincerely interested in. They do it to pass the time in a way that expends no effort, to switch off. At some point, you can probably all remember trying to talk to someone in this state and receiving a dead-eyed stare and single-syllable responses in return. There's a predictable pattern to this behaviour. First, they'll do something that drains their energy. Then, when they're in this state, they'll only feel capable of doing things that require no energy, things that let them switch off. The problem is that unlike with hobbies, interests and achievement of life goals, these switch-off activities don't actually do anything to restore a person's drive and motivation and recharge their energy levels. This means your mental batteries will be charging slower, as well as hitting a lower cap than your actual maximum energy level that you can get when you're doing things you really enjoy. If you want to be at your best and do your best work, you have to put effort into relaxation. You need to do things that recharge your mental energy. The advice to use better quality recreation to be able to work better is not the same thing as work hard, play hard. This is an idea that ends up being completely self-destructive. Work hard usually ends up just meaning working long hours until your productivity drops off a cliff. Play hard usually means the kind of substance abuse that will destroy your health. The combination of these two things doesn't lead to a high life. Instead, it leads to you being a drained, hollowed out husk that can't get anything done. A better idea is work smart, play smart. That means working smart by working when you're at your most energized, and playing smart by doing things to recharge and boost your energy levels. Storing your energy levels faster can be as simple as switching to more enjoyable variations of things you're already doing. If you're watching TV shows or movies, make sure the ones you're really excited about seeing, and ditch anything that you're just seeing out of habit or to pass the time. The same thing goes for video games. The most time-wasting games have massive amounts of grinding and use Skinner box style psychological tricks to make you compelled to keep playing when you're not actually having fun. The ultimate example of this has to be the cow clicker style mobile games, where any pretense of an enjoyable experience is removed and all that's left is psychological conditioning. Instead, focus on the type of games that actually have a great story or really engaging gameplay that you can enjoy consistently. Other ways to recharge your mental energy will require long-term lifestyle changes. You'll find it much easier to bring yourself into an energized mental state when you have better friends or a really great romantic partner. Like work and learning, better social interactions will obviously take time and effort to make happen. You can accelerate this process by first using the other energy charging methods to become more productive. Changing your environment can also be great for your mental state. If you have easy access to inspiring natural scenery, then going for walks there can be great. If not, then you're in luck because it's getting a lot easier to use images of nature or virtual reality to experience a similar effect. You can also increase your energy cap, the maximum total level of energy available to you, through exercise. This is because exercise trains your willpower. If you want to reduce the rate at which stress depletes your energy in the first place, you should look into meditation. This works because it physically changes your brain to reduce the size of areas associated with fear and anxiety, while increasing the size of the part responsible for willpower. It can be difficult at first to break out of the habit of shutting down in response to stress, but once you've gotten just a bit of energy, it becomes easier to do something else to improve your mental state. and from there it becomes a positive feedback loop. The more energy you have, the easier it will be to get more. After a while, you'll be so good at relaxing you'll get sick of it. After a short burst, you'll be ready to get right back to being productive. If you've enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to see many more like it. This has been Magic of Mastery. Thanks for watching and goodbye.